Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. Checking out the 76ers, after splitting their first two games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. Tonight, the fans getting a chance to enjoy watching Tony Parker, who came into the league as a speedster point guard, but now as a veteran, Kenny, he's evolved into just one of the best team leaders on the floor.
Unbelievable that he still has the same amount of speed at his age that he does now. I mean, and then the floater. He's probably the best in the last decade at shooting that shot. Used to be called a runner, now it's a floater, but he's the best at it.
Yes, he's the best at the floor. Not really a great shooter, but efficient shooter. Career field goal percentage under 50%. I agree, Kenny, with everything you said. Guy still has a lot of speed.
Oh, I appreciate you, Shaq.
Très bien, mes amis. That's French for here's Kevin Harlan.
No.
Only French I know is fries.
Or toast.
.2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off a good outing against the Celtics.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that went, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. They exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, DeRozan out there with Tony Parker. Then there's Anderson, and it's Koufos in at the center filling out the middle. And DeRozan kicks to Parker. The wide open look here for Aldridge. His three-pointers off the mark. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to New York.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. They never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Clock is at 3. Three-pointer, Butler, that's good. Butler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Parker against Landry. And that one's good. Parker.
Really, that's his specialty right there. Finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Picked by Okafor. Landry kicks to Okafor. Back to Landry. Picked by Okafor. Landry no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Parker. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
And here is Landry following the three-pointer by Tony Parker. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of this game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Parker outside. Passes it to Anderson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Screen by Jones. Pass to Reese. Here's Okafor, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Landry against Parker. And Jones pulls it down.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Reese, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And just a fantastic season a year ago in terms of his free throw shooting. 90% from the line.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Up top, DeRozan. He's coming off a 16-point game against New York.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Butler dishes to Landry. Picked by Okafor. Landry inside, defended by Kufis. Landry no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Landry against DeRozan. Shoots a fader. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside Landry. He feeds it to Okafor. And the layup's good off the glass. Okafor's got his second bucket.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Parker. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Now, here's Butler. He had 13 points in the win against Boston.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates. And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Here's Landry, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Screen by Jones. Landry kicks to Butler. And there's the feed to Okafor. 9 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Okafor's got 8 points.
Timeout Spurs. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sixers dancers.
the story of LaMarcus Aldridge. Last season, he played outstanding. 5th in rebounding and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And he's so physical and explosive. I mean, you really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebound.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Parker passes to Anderson. Back to Parker. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pick by Okafor. Landry against DeRozan. High post shot. Again, Philadelphia.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And that one's good. Parker.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here's Okafor following the score by Tony Parker. Kufis grabs the miss.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Parker left side. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good. Parker's got 14 points for the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here is Landry. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Parker dishes to Aldridge. No good on the triple. The 76ers trail by 4. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Earlier I spoke with Frank Vogel. I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake, and with his floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively.
Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. Number 5, the Spurs.
You know, Kevin, the players in the league that worry about getting their numbers each night were often disappointed when playing this team last year. They were one of the best at opponents' points allowed per game. They set the bar pretty high for their defense this year.
And the Spurs making a change here. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Kufis. Green comes in for Kyle Anderson. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Tony Parker.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Now here's Jackson. Shot to stop the drought. Great D that time from Green.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his pass.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Here's Jackson after the basket by San Antonio. Now here's Thornton. 9 points last game out. Pulls it up. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. San Antonio leading by 6. Here's Levine. 11 points for him in that last game against New York.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. And Thornton kicks to Jackson. Outside Turner. And there's the pass to Reese. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Jackson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Bean passes to Aldridge. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. That's good. Aldridge has got his second basket of the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Thornton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And that is good.
Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the rim.
Spurs leading by 6. Here's Levine. Pass to Aldridge. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. For San Antonio, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Aldridge with some nice D. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's San Antonio leading by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the responsibility that comes with that role. Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure on yourself? And if so, what does that do to LaMarcus Aldridge's game?
And, you know, Kevin, that's what's going to be so interesting to find out. Some players, you know, they really relish in that situation. They rise to that occasion. And others, I don't want to say they wilt under the pressure, but they're just not comfortable in that environment. And in the NBA, you get to do it on TV and in front of thousands in person.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
Jackson is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Okafor. Then there's Embiid, and it's Turner in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Turner. He had 13 points in the win against Boston. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Okafor. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The dish now to Aminu. Outside DeRozan. Aminu with a screen for DeRozan. Offline with his three. And for the 76ers, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Butler kicks to Okafor. The shot misses. And the Spurs going the other way now. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Well, you said it. I mean, often it's the teams that are in the middle of the pack in their conference which more accurately show the conference's strength than a team at the top or the bottom. At least that's how I like to look at it.
Here's Jackson. Al-Farouq Aminu picking up that last basket. Okafor with the screen on DeRozan. At the top of the key, Embiid. Jackson. It's deflected. Here's Levine. He has 7. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Dishes it to Koufos. Excellent D there from Okafor.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The 76ers trail by 11. To the inside. Puts it up from 12. Can't get it to go. Here's Levine. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Left side Jackson. It's deflected. Here's Levine. On the wing, DeRozan. Fades away. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Check out stats for Embiid. Good season for him last year. 6th in blocks. And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
I tell you what, he was on serious lane patrol last season. Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up as a top 10 shot blocker.
Tony Parker's checked in for Levine. The 76ers trail by 13. Landry kicks to Turner. Jones up top. Down low, Parker with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Watkins, and it's good on the assist by Parker.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now, here is Landry. Inside, Jones. Got a piece of it. Okafor with the steal. He kicks it to Jones, and it's blocked. Parker left side. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And he gets it to go. Butler's got 5.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Passes it to Watkins. Here's DeRozan. The three-pointer, no good. The 76ers trail by 15. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Butler can't get that one to fall.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Landry.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Aldridge a screen. Parker outside. Aldridge against Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Aldridge misses. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Here's Landry. Koufos grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 15. Clarkson dishes to Parker. Feeds to Clarkson. Aldridge a screen. Clarkson kicks to Aldridge. Fader on the way. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Jumper off the screen. And he gets it to go. And 12 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And Parker, here we go. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The 76ers trail by 13. Kicks it to Landry. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Here's Butler. The shot is off. And the Spurs going the other way now.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Clarkson passes to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Now Clarkson, he's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Spurs lead by 15.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
While we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Butler. And San Antonio with the change here too. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Tony Parker. And Philadelphia has possession. Down by 15. Landry dishes to Okafor. Left side Jones from the left block, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now here's Thornton. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Inside, here's Okafor, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
What are you doing?
2 on the clock. And here's Thornton outside. Rebound San Antonio. Koufos has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
There are times when as a team, you find yourself missing shots that you know you normally make. I mean, that's just part of the game. But that's when you have to dig deep Stay focused, commit to playing defense, and count on your defense to keep you in there and eventually to bail you out of situations when your shot's not falling.
Landry kicks to Okafor. Got a piece of it. Here's Reese. And Costa Koufos picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, oh man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. There's a screen. He dishes it to Landry. Reese the pass to Jones. Good.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Spurs leading by 13. 1:33 left in the first half of the game. Fast break, Philadelphia. Horton's got the ball. Inside, Jones. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Jones. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the 76ers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Zach LaVine's checked in for San Antonio. That one falls, so he hits both of them. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Anderson. 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they've buried it.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
Now here's Embiid. 9 points last game out.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Aldridge against Jones. Aldridge kicks to LaVine. Good on the triple. LaVine's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Outside Jackson. Teardrop shot. He lays it in.
He didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Marcus Thornton on the wing. From the arc. Good. Thornton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's LaVine. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so we wrap up the first half. Spurs lead by 11. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Coach Vogel, a tough going for your guys so far tonight. What's been the biggest obstacle to pulling off your game plan?
Well, they're just a great defensive team. We're not handling that pressure well enough. We're trying to work it inside. They're fronting, and we got to execute our counters.
Thank you for the time, Coach. Guys, over to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A stellar first half for Tony Parker. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was outstanding. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia.
Well, they're losing the battle on the boards. And when you're struggling to stay in the game, a few extra rebounds either way can make the difference. Because rebounds equal possessions, and possessions can equal extra points. They need to come out in the second half with the mindset that every rebound is theirs.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight.
Tremendous output from Parker. He's got 16 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Spurs leading by 11 on the court for San Antonio. We've got Koufos. Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Parker in at the 1. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Parker. And that's now 9 points for DeMar DeRozan. Philadelphia shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. There's the screen. Here's Okafor. Koufos with the block.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
The 76ers trail by 14. Jones kicks to Landry. Pass to Okafor. The kick outside to Butler. Okafor sets the pick for Butler over Parker. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Aldridge a screen. Koufos dishes to Anderson. Here's Aldridge. Sinks the 15-footer. Aldridge has got 10 points.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now, here is Landry. He feeds it to Butler. Screen by Jones. Butler kicks to Okafor. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 14 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Aldridge a screen. The shot no good. Excellent D that time from Jones. Landry with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Butler against Anderson. And it's Butler missing.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for the 76ers. And San Antonio with the change here too. Aminu's checked in.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Jahlil Okafor on top, and of course LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, this pair of players got creative on the glass and created plenty of opportunities for their teams with their hard work and excellent effort on the backboards.
The 76ers trail by 14. Right side Landry. There's the feed to Turner. Screen by Jones. Six to shoot. There's the pass to Landry. That one wide left.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Aldridge against Okafor. Right wing. Aldridge a screen. It's Anderson with the drive, and Okafor with the block. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Turner, and it's blocked by DeRozan. Landry against Parker. Pass to Aldridge. Shot from the top of the key. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Pick by Okafor. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
An easy 2 points on the layup. Turner's got his 2nd basket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And so here is Philadelphia. After the basket by San Antonio. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Turner.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And checking out some numbers here for Landry. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Aminu. Embiid, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. The Spurs making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. The 76ers trail by 12. And Turner kicks to Okafor. Landry against DeRozan. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body, so some free throws coming up right now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Free throw good, Okafor.
What a stellar outing in this one for Okafor. He has 15 points and 2 blocks.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
And the 76ers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Both free throws good for Okafor. Spurs leading by 10. Clarkson with the ball. From the high post. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Outside Jackson. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's blocked. And here's Clarkson. On the wing, DeRozan. Here's Aldridge. Good on the 3-point shot. Aldridge has got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Jackson kicks to Okafor and stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And the 76ers making a change here. Thornton's checked in. Then for the Spurs, Green comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu, and Zach LaVine subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. The 76ers trail by 16. Now the dish to Thornton. He kicks it to Turner. Pass to Jackson. Buries it from 3-point range. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here is Aldridge. 15 points in the game, and he gets the bucket.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
To the inside. Now, here's Clarkson. Out to the right wing. LaVine kicks to Clarkson. Okafor grabs the miss.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Outside Jackson. Dishes it to Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Embiid the screen. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound San Antonio.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Good chance here for Aldridge. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Picked by Okafor. Here's Thornton. From 11 feet away, that's tipped. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Green. Finished off the break. Green's got his first points in this one.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing. And what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 7.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Here's Embiid, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Embiid's got his second bucket.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Okafor. Tries again, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
It's tipped. Embiid with the steal. Jackson passes to Embiid. Feeds it to Thornton. Out left to the wing. Now here's Okafor. Tight defense on him. 6 to shoot. Back to Thornton. Puts up a 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Clarkson passes to Watkins. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 19.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 7. Kicks it to Turner. Back to Jackson. Okafor sets the pick for Jackson. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Pass to Aldridge. The 11-footer. And no good trying to get that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Spurs up by 16. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The 76ers trail by 16. Jones is out there with Embiid. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Reese in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Butler. Right wing. No one near him.
Good! And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Parker outside. There's the screen. He dishes a 2 to Rosen. Back to Parker. Shoots. Money from the wing. Now Landry. Outside Butler. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. He feeds it to Jones. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one. Spurs leading by 14. Stolen by Landry. Here's Embiid.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Parker. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Clock at 6. And DeRozan kicks to Parker. And another basket for San Antonio.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Jones. Embiid the screen. Jones dishes to Landry. Butler against Parker. Butler with the ball. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
76ers foul. Reese. That's his first.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Spurs.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Spurs leading by 14. Down low. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you've come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Now, here is Landry. Jones with the screen on Anderson. The feed to Jones. The rebound by the Spurs. Koufos has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And DeRozan kicks to Koufos. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Parker. And that one's good. Parker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
San Antonio leading by 16. There's the pass to DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
DeRozan really playing well. He has 11 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Taking 2 shots.
A free throw dropped for DeRozan.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The 76ers trail by 18. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Landry passes to Butler. Jones with the screen on DeRozan. 4 on the shot clock. Koufos with the block. They get it back. The rebound by Anderson.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
The 76ers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And he's finally able to knock one down.
San Antonio with the timeout. Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their game plan during that last break. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Now, here's Parker. DeRozan a screen on Landry. Parker double-teamed. Here's Aldridge. San Antonio again missing. The 76ers trail by 14. Butler dishes to Landry. They set the screen. Butler sets a screen for Landry. Back to Butler. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Kufis. Lets it go from 11. Excellent D that time from Jones. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Back to Butler. There's the triple. That's good. Butler's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Anderson. Outside DeRozan. Looking to end the drought. Aldridge with a screen on Embiid. Here's Kufis. Can't hit, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Jones, no luck. Spurs leading by 9. Outside DeRozan. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 16 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Butler passes to Embiid. Rebounded by the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Parker with it. Butler covering. Fires for 3. Landry grabs the miss.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Embiid the screen. Pass to Reese. Off the screen. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 11 rebounds in the game. DeRozan dishes to Parker. To the paint. It's deflected. Anderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 14. And here is Landry.
Timeout for the 76ers. Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Now, here's Butler. Down low. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
At the line for your 76ers, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Spurs leading by 13. Anderson kicks to DeRozan.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Down low. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Costa Kufis. At the line for 2.
No good on that one. No luck that time either. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Reese, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Now, here is Landry. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Levine. He's covered by Landry. Stolen by Landry. Leaps for it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. .127 left in the fourth quarter. Okafor with the screen on DeRozan. Landry with it. Out guarded by DeRozan. Another shot and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your 76ers, Jahlil Okafor. At the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Here's Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Down low. Here's Kufis. Good. And the Spurs lead by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for San Antonio.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Parker. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And he makes both free throws. Now Green. The dish to Clarkson. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Timeout call for Philadelphia. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sixers dancers.
Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's Jackson with the drive. Stolen by Clarkson. Here's Watkins. And that one's good.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
Clarkson with the ball. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Tony, congratulations on the victory tonight. You made a lot of things happen out here on the court to get everyone involved.
It's the whole team. It's not just me. The whole team did great. We played great defense. And in offense, we moved the ball, took good shots. We were shooting the ball well.
Tony, thanks for the time. Guys, always a humbleness to this group.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Tony Parker. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
Tony Parker is putting on a show. To say bone or sack.